Sophie and Toffee. Skull tutorial. Let's make some cool skulls. Featuring our new Resin Clear tint. For a solid skull, flip your mold inside out and paint with chameleon pigment. Your box will come with one random chameleon pigment color. Using a large paintbrush is easiest to press the pigment in. We use all 5 chameleon color options so you can see how they shine. Flip the mold right side out and cover any missing spots. Fill the mold in layers with black long cure resin. We use 3-1. We wait until each layer reaches a gel phase to pour the next. It's easiest to demold to loosen around the rim, flip up around the teeth, and then roll upwards over the back of the skull. Look at those colors shine. To stop the color bleeding out of the rose into the resin, completely seal the rose first and either UV or epoxy resin. To seal with UV, pour UV directly into the gaps into the rose and coat. You want to really get into all those little places and seal. Cure with UV light as you do sections of the rose to prevent a mess. You can even fill up completely the spaces between petals if you want to make sure no bubbles get caught later on. Don't forget to seal the bottom of the rose to prevent any color bleeding. You can also mix up epoxy resin and completely submerge the rose, being thorough to get all the little areas and let cure completely. You can use the leftover epoxy in something else after dipping. Dipping is faster, but UV uses less resin, so pick whatever method works best for you to completely coat your rose if you don't want bleeding. To really show off the rose, we're going to do a crystal clear skull. If your resin is a little yellow tinged, use a couple drops of our new Resin Clear and your resin will turn crystal clear instantly. Here's a better angle of how dramatic a difference you get. Stick your sealed rose in the mold face up, sticking under the eye holes. Pour clear resin directly onto the flower, getting it completely in any little cracks or areas you can, and fill the skull 1/3 full. When the rose is submerged, flip it upside down in the resin. The rose will naturally float, so we only fill 1/3 full and wedge it under the eye socket so it stays in place. When the resin hits at least a gel stage, fill another 1/3 full. We wait for previous stages to hit a gel stage before pouring, so bubbles have a chance to rise, and we don't accidentally flash cure the whole piece. Rub a popsicle stick on the underside of any protruding parts of the mold to dislodge bubbles as best you can. Demold the same as the other skull. Loosen the edges and the cheeks, pull up on the teeth, then roll the back of the skull till it pops out.